What? You got that on camera? No!
Bus.
I'm just flexing 9 and 15.
Oh.
Even if I get 100% on the final, I can get an A minus.
So,
Baby.
Okay, on day 1 of Dead Week, y'all went volunteering, and Enoch and Kristen were here first, and Enoch was twinning with me again. Pretty normal. And then Eric, Daniel, and Hannah joined us a little bit after, and then we started heading on our way to SF, and on the way there we went to Starbucks. I got a chocolate croissant. I think Hannah and Daniel also got some coffee, as well as Eric getting a latte. So they showed us around their office before we headed off to our departments. And so Eric, Hannah, and I went to the design boutique where people just picked out 10 pieces of clothing, and then Eric here was helping sort and cut tags for clothing. Hannah and I were out in the front, and then after that, Eric got swallowed by some clothes. I don't know why. And after that, we headed over to the other three. They were at a playground playing with the kids. Before that, they were teaching them and helping clean up. And here, Enoch was getting chased by them. Eric started getting attacked. After that, Hannah also started getting attacked. And then Hannah was not having it. And so, as you can see here, she locked her eyes on Enoch, and it was over for him. And yeah, shortly after that, they started attacking me. And then this kid hit my phone right on my hand. But somehow, I caught it. But after that, Hannah finally got her revenge. And after that, we started heading back. We got some lunch. I got some chicken teriyaki. They got some noodles. And shortly after that, we brought it back home. And then Enoch started doing the splits on the train. I don't know why. But we got back home safely, and then now we're on to day 2 of Dead Week. And so here we are at WADA just studying the whole day, and the sophomores ended up preparing for banquet. So we went to RSF just to choose what dances we want to do. We ended up doing New Face, Hype Boy, and Cheer Up, and then Doe and Grant here were practicing their twerking. Then the next day, right before banquet, we had grad photo shoots, and so I asked Wesley to do them, and he told me, which means like, why are you passing on the responsibility? Because I was busy and I asked him to take the photos, but he did a great job. And then after that, we had all the seniors take photos together, and then the boys did this. I think the girls had them pose like this, and then the girls had their rounds of taking some photos before we headed off to banquet. And so we had some amazing food at banquet, and here everyone was really enjoying it. And then all the seniors, look, there's so many of them. We're gonna miss all of them. But after that, Amy and I had to prepare for our talent show, and so everyone was just waiting, and then Amy and I were not ready. But after that, we had an appreciation video where we just all recorded a little bit of things to say to our seniors, and then after that, the next day we had a ministry head dinner, and so there are so many of us here. We went to Shooting Star to get some really good Chinese food, and so it was just all the ministries and reps, and then after that, we also got some dessert. Joseph got some mango drink, and then Bello and Logan ended up sharing like a mango sago, as well as Grant sharing his strawberry sago, and they were all really good. So the next day I went to Souvenir Coffee with Joseph and Ines. We just do our divas together in the morning, and then Star, Annie, Nicole, and Maddie were also there. And so I got this really good chocolate chip cookie, and after doing my divas, I did some schoolwork, and then I ended up editing some grad photos for Minji I had taken the week before. And then Joseph and Ines happened to hop on Clash of Clans right after that. And so after that, I went to lunch with Mina. We went to this really good Thai food place in college, and then we surely also went to Phil's after. It was really good, and Mina treated me out to both. And then Mina was actually the one who introduced me to Phil's, and now I'm addicted. So you guys should get the honey haze and the mocha tesora. And then after that, at night I went to open gym volleyball with a couple people, and we ended up going to Sweetheart after. And of course we resumed our WADA studying, where David and Moses here first engaged in an arm wrestle. David needed to get revenge though, so he tried to do thigh wrestling with Grant, but Grant ended up winning in the end. And then of course after that, we needed a match between Moses and Grant, so they started arm wrestling, and then they were super into it, and they started just like dancing back and forth with each other, and then Grant ended up winning, but I don't really know if that counts. And then Enoch came into the room and then started doing some wall push-ups. We don't really know why, and he ended up falling over and just could not get up. But after that, Enoch and David started arm wrestling, and David lost once again. Rip David. And then he also beat Grant at thigh wrestling, and then I think Enoch got injured after that. But the next morning we went to church per usual, and we just said a prayer for the seniors as they go off, and they also gave us a short message for us, and then Narissa couldn't stop crying. And so after that we just said our goodbyes. Narissa started recording herself like a vlog because she couldn't stop crying of her saying bye to everyone as a last memory. And then after that, after lunch, I got fills with Kaylee. Thank you, Kaylee, for enabling my addiction. And then after that, I went into WADA to study. And then so this Sunday, everyone was actually really quiet in WADA. Everyone was super productive, I think just because finals were around the corner. And then Josh decided to slap Sam when he was sleeping, and just for some reason at water, everyone just always gets caught sleeping, like these two here as well. So we have Eric and Moses both taking naps here, and then Moses also shaved his head during dead week, so here's that as well. And then right after that, Elder Billy had brought In and Out for all of us, which is super nice. Thank you, Elder Billy. And then, of course, back to the arm wrestling. So we have Lisa and Julia. Julia, unfortunately, dominating Lisa right here. And then she had to go get a high five from the arm wrestling master himself, Enoch Moon. And so after that, we tried doing Eric and Lisa. And of course, at first, it looked like Eric's kind of struggling. We shortly realized that Eric was just kind of messing with her. And then poor Lisa. It's okay, Lisa. You'll win eventually. Just keep going to RSF. And then so shortly after that, we have Eric and Nathan start arm wrestling. First, it looks like they're pretty even, but then Eric starts making these really like loud wailing noises and then starts screaming. And I think he just couldn't beat it. And then at the end, Eric just ended up giving up to Nathan, and Nathan just chilling there. To get his revenge though, Eric challenged Newman, and then Newman lost within a millisecond. But that was my dead week, and so it went by rather quick, but it was fun nonetheless. And now the hard part, finals. Bye.